cuando tienen que marchar. Lo, que viva España. Lo, que viva España. Lo, que viva España. Lo, all right. Que Viva España! Oh, it's like the second best morning you could have hoped for. We did not get Argentina winning the World Cup. FIFA winning the World Cup. Thank God. I'm so happy that they didn't win. I've never, I forgot how much I didn't like Argentina until this World Cup. And it happens every year for us, it feels like, for England. We always seem to face Argentina in these major tournaments. And there's always controversy. There's so much history between our two countries. And we had that stupid game last Wednesday that I haven't talked about. I haven't been on for a week and a half, maybe. I don't know. It was too much. I couldn't ramble on about that. I couldn't. The World Cup was a lot. And I didn't talk since before the Mexico game. And that was because that was probably the single greatest sporting night of my life. Emotionally, I felt like it took a lot out of me. And then we had the Mexico game. We played Norway after that. And honestly, when the Norway game was on, I had no energy. I felt defeated before the game even started against Norway, and there was just a negative vibe. I didn't feel good. I didn't think that we were going to beat Norway, and I think we surprised ourselves. Well, we didn't surprise ourselves. It surprised me, is what it did. Everybody else probably thought we were going to beat Norway. I did not think we were going to beat Norway. I didn't think we were going to beat Mexico, but we did, and it was incredible. And Jude Bellingham is my new hero. Do you know what's going to happen, though? They're going to make Declan Rice the next England captain. And there's no way it should be. It's got to be Declan Rice. He is the superior leader on that team. Not including Jordan Henderson. Yeah, I just felt that it was too much. I'm glad I didn't come on and say anything after Argentina, because I was fired up. I don't think as a professional, me personally, never has been able to play that standard of football, obviously. But if I was, and I was involved in that game, I guarantee within 10 minutes, I'm getting sent off. I hate them that much. They have those big teeth. They have the big shit-eating grin on their face. They know what they're doing. They know that they're assholes. They play it so well. The pantomime villain. They just... Oh, God. Has there ever been a more disgraceful... It's not a race, is it? I don't think it's a race of people, Argentinians. They're still a race. It's a more disgraceful, you gotta go ahead. Go, 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 zip. I can't do nothing here. Go. Sorry if you can hear the rain. We are having, once again, the worst downpour. It never stops raining this summer. We had a great week last week. I played golf on Friday. It was 32 degrees. And then Saturday was beautiful. We were in the pool. We watched England against France play in the All-Star game, whatever was going on with that. Never have I cared less if England won or not. But it was nice to win. That's about it. It was nice. It was good to go out on a high. And just have a little bit of positivity going into the next international games, I guess, that begin in September. Super disappointed we didn't win against Argentina. I think the less said about that second half, the better. Horrible. When you score in that kind of game, and then with 30 minutes left, decide, 1-0 is enough. We're gonna hold on to that. And then just get so dominated. 12% possession. You let Enzo friggin' Teeth Fernandez take, how many shots did he take that were exactly the same? And then he goes and scores one, and it's not even a good goal. Like, Pickford, man, if his arms... I don't like to bang on Pickford and how he's got short arms, but after that you have to see it and be like, man, that guy's too short. That wasn't enough. He was in the middle of the goal. The ball didn't even go into the corner. The ball was in the middle. And it didn't... man. That sucks. But that's why I haven't talked about it, because it gets me all riled up, and we just should have beat those guys. But saying that, then we would have had to have a final against Spain, and we wouldn't have beat Spain. Looking at how we did there, looking at how Spain did yesterday, they're so good at holding up possession. Rodri could win Ballon d'Or again. I don't know. The guy was incredible the whole tournament. They had, in 8 games, 10 shots against. In 8 games, 10 shots against. And only conceded 1 goal. Argentina did not take a shot in 90 minutes of the World Cup. And it was, without doubt, the worst final performance I've ever seen in my life. They're a disgrace to human beings. The way they conducted themselves after they were doing all the little cheap shots throughout the game, and they're getting away with it. The elbows into the back of the head like they did against England. Fists, punching people, pushing people, getting away with it, holding themselves and gesturing to the referee that it's their free kick and it's not. And Enzo Teeth Fernandez getting sent off was beautiful. Although saying that, the way that Spanish, I think, what did he do? 3 somersaults? 3 somersaults, I think it was. Good Lord, he flew. Oh man, I actually thought when it first happened, I was irate when it first happened, because I thought it was like studs up into the shin. Like, I thought it was a disgraceful tackle in real life. And then you watch the replay back and you're like, you know what? I'm glad the Spanish guy didn't back out and get scared of Fernandez coming in. But it was the Spanish guy just got there like seconds before. And then Fernandez, his feet weren't that high. The Spanish guy's feet were as high as his were. And it was just like a shin on shin that sent that guy doing this triple cartwheel. Oh, God. He flew. I've never seen a human being take off like that before. And if that was an English player doing that to somebody, I would have been standing up, applauding, saying, get stuck in. So I can't fault the tackle. I'm glad he got another yellow card. It was a yellow card. He got a yellow card, which Scaloni, the Argentina coach, said probably shouldn't have got the first one. Well, yeah, probably he shouldn't have got if he kept his mouth shut. But he can't. Because we know that they're idiots. Horrible, horrible, horrible people. And my greatest moment of the weekend was watching them all cry yesterday, and I love that. God, I thought that was great. I was really worried that it was going to go to penalties, and that's all Argentina were trying, was to get to penalties. At least then they'd have 5 shots on goal. But you have to favour, I think, at that point, Argentina would maybe win on penalties. I mean, Martinez is a real shithouse, but he seems to be good at those, and it's not like Fernandez was going to be their main penalty taker. He probably would have took one, I bet, but it's not like you're like, oh no, they're missing one of their penalty takers. That doesn't matter. And you look at Spain's team, and you're like, who's going to take penalties on that team? Lamine Yamal or Lamal? I don't know about your commentators. We had Guy Mowbray and Robbie Earle. A classic team there. About as dry as sandpaper. And Blake was getting a kick out of it. Guy Mowbray kept calling him Lamal. Not once. Blake was killing himself. He's not even making an effort. He's not even trying to say Yamal. He's saying Lamal. So who's going to take a penalty for Spain? Lamal. Who else? I can't even think. Ferran Torres. I don't think Rodri's going to take one. At least I'm not going to assume he's going to score. But great news. Great news. And now the World Cup's over. And I don't have to sit here and think about stuff to talk about the World Cup anymore. I can talk about how shit the weather is in Edmonton, how it rains, and how my basement keeps flooding every time it rains, and how we have to just keep turning on the sump pump. That's fun. And now we got a break. Derby play August 15th. I looked at the schedule, the fixtures last week. I want to say it's against Charlton Athletic. I'd like to see us sign a couple more players. Jumping from stuff to stuff here. I'd like to see us sign a couple more players before the season starts. I don't know if we will. I feel like maybe we would have done that by now. We got Bobby Clark. Maybe we spent all our money on Bobby Clark. But I'd like to see David Ozo come in before the season starts again on a permanent deal. That would be nice. But yeah, just jumping on to say I've not forgotten anybody, which is a silly thing to say. Of course I've not forgotten to do this, is what I meant to say. I'm in a better mood now the World Cup's over. Stress is gone. I actually didn't enjoy the build-up to any game. I wasn't excited at any point because I really felt like we had a shot of winning, so the nerves were real. It's not like you go into these games and you're like, oh, good job, boys, like we did good. Yeah, another quarterfinal. We should have won, but we didn't. This time I really felt we could win. How about Jet Spence in that Argentina game? My God. If there's one player that I take away from this World Cup thinking better off, it's Jet Spence. I don't know if he plays like that every week for Tottenham, but how did they go down? Or they didn't go down. How did they finish 17th? I owe an apology to Anthony Gordon because he played solid against Mexico. He played a good game against Argentina. They brought him off when they switched to a back 10. Disgrace. What is Tommy T thinking there, man? I was starting to like that guy, and then he did that. Like, we could have had Gareth Southgate do that. God. Anyway, pulling back up at my office here. I may do something again later, but I'm not scheduled to go out again. So if I don't, let's leave it at that for now and just sign off with a...